Hello, today we're going to look at the various type of stop orders and limit orders and how to use them as take profits and stop losses. I decided to use the futures market because at least we'll get some fast movement and we can risk less and get better falls, I suppose. So we're looking at Link against Tether, and I'm seeing a bit of a volume spike there, so to me that's a nice support area. I see there's more buying orders than the selling orders, and let's say at 1430 we click that price. It's a limit order. Normally I can just click on it. There we go. And we want to, let's say 25% of my account I'm willing to put in there, and we buy long. And there we go. We are filled now. So there's obviously two ways to go about this. And you can see if I press market close, it's going to close that position mark. I can also say as a take profit, I want 14, and let's say we're going to get out at 15. Actually, then just type 15. And we go to the next one, we go 100% close and we hit limit. It will place an order there. And we can check there. It sells the full amount at that. I can also close, for simplicity's sake, I can say at 15, only close 50% of it. And I hit limit, it will do that for me. Come. There we go. So at 15 there, it will close half of the position. You can use that to your advantage, and you can maybe in between there decide to do another order of 50%. What I can then do is go to a stop market order, and at, I can't always see pricing, let's say 1472, 1472, I can close the rest of it, which will be 50%, and I would have to sell because I bought. So if I sell there should be another limit order coming up there. So you can see $2.63, $2.63. It will close at that point and at that point. Those are what I would call the take profits. I'm using them as take profits at least. If I then say, okay, if price goes below $14.15, $14.15, I want to get out and I don't want to be in the market, I can then use what they call the stop limit. And you'll see there's two price points here. So and I'll need to type in $14.15, but I'll need to retype it in there. I can't go above that price and it will be below that price. So 14, let's say 14. And then I want to close the entire position. And you'll have to sell again because you are selling the 5.27 links that you bought. And if I hit sell, you will see it come up on the chart there. Okay, so the quickest way to get out of everything is just hit close all positions. Confirm. It will take everything out. Takes its time sometimes. I mean, that ultimately probably ended up in a loss. What you need to remember is if you've got your limit orders still, you have to manually cancel them. And you know, if you're in the scalping world, these things can take a bit slow. So normally what I recommend, if you're scalping, just don't place the limit orders. If you can just manually watch it if you're going to be in and out quickly. So let's just redo this again. So let's go the opposite direction. So I want 25% of 14.2, and we'll sell. Let's see if that hits. So once it hits that price point, then it will move into open position. In that case, it does. Then we have to do the opposite again. So now I want to close 100% at, let's say, 14.18. So 18, you just click on there and it goes 100%, and then we hit limit, and it will create a limit order there. There we go, and it's going to buy back that position. And if I want to protect myself and say, if market comes up there, I consider myself wrong, I want the stop loss, I can then use a stop limit. And once again, you'll see two prices. So where was that point again? So 1463, 1463. No. Dot 63. And then we have to go a price higher than 1463. We go 1464. Entire position, and we'll have to buy ourselves out of that one. Once again, it will draw there, and you'll see open orders there. So the reason why there's two prices, because ultimately what the stop limit is that is a trigger price, and it's even written in there. So that's saying at that price, when price is hit at 14.63, place a limit order, and then it will start looking for the best price. So it's either going to be at 63 or between 63 and 64. And there is a reason why, because in the larger market, when you place a limit order, it becomes open for everyone to see that. And if somebody is trying to trade and take money from you, if they see your stops, it's easy for them to push the market if they have more money than you. Take out your stop and then reverse. This is why a stop limit can help you. Let's say you are trading larger portions, to use stop limits rather than hard stops. I hope that helps. This is in the margin market. Just leave that one running. Really do fight with this market sometimes. And let's move to the spot market. Now, I don't have funds on the side enough to make trades, so let's see what I have. This is, of course, just a test account. I'm almost certain that I have SXP tokens. Well done, internet. There seems to be issues this side. Oh, it's Serum that I have, and there's one SXP. So let's say we go trade Serum and we trade it against BNB. So we don't have the different types of orders here as we do on the margin side. But it's safe to understand that if we hold Serum, in this case, which we have, then we are technically long this market. If I sell this to BNB and keep BNB in the hopes that Serum will fall, then I am short the market. So I can sell that 3, I'll get 0.2, and let's sell straight. No, I want the limit order. Oh, sorry. So quickest way to get around it, if I want to sell instantly, I need to take from a buyer. And I can sell him that, and I can just sell, and that should fall instantly. There we go. So now we're on this side. Now let's say I want to buy again. And I want to buy only when it hits 0.0689. 689. Let's remember that. Then I can go stop limit. This is not behaving like a stop limit, like a hard stop now. So what I can then say is at 0.0689, and then I have to punch in 687. That's something wrong there. Well, I don't think it's gonna give me. Oh, I'm getting old. It will buy 3 again. And we bought it technically lower, which means I'm using less BNB. I can then place that. And you see, if the price drops to or below 689, an order to buy at the price of 687 will be placed. And there it places that order. That is not necessarily a stop loss because I'm using it to buy lower. But technically, because I'm in the buy side of BNB, that is essentially the reverse stop loss. It's very complicated to look at it like that, but just what you need to understand is that the stop limit is not physically placing that out in the market. It is saying when price hits there, do that. So when price hits 0.0689, buy 3 serum tokens at 0.0687. It will then place that limit order, and you don't need to be around for that to happen. In the spot market, we don't have to worry about margins and stuff like that. Most of the time I end up in spot market with tokens, and it's a lot slower moving than the leverage side of things. So what I also do check before I place trades is, has price hit there before? Because if it has, it's most likely, and especially in the near past. So this was 18th. And just go higher in the time frame to make the chart smaller. So price has certainly hit there, so I don't have a problem leaving that one. Let's go check on our margin order. Probably took me out already. And we were on link. So that definitely took me out. And we go to 5 minutes just to see how it behaved. Let's see. So let's be daring and sell there again. Fold. The stop limit of 15. And we want to get out at 15. 01. I'm going to buy. Then we're going to put a stop market, which is our take profit, and we want to put that in at 1432. Tier 1 buy. Now I have no intention of letting the stop be hit at that point. I'm just giving it room to breathe. And let's see if it hits that. And okay, I'm okay with that. So let's close. And remember, we have to manually close that limit orders. Otherwise, it's going to actually sell or buy at that point. I hope that helps. The best way is to create a small test account or use a small amount, like $14 or $10 in the futures side, and just test these things. Hopefully you make some money, but the point of it is learn how to do these things on small amounts. And don't mess around with big money and make mistakes. Thank you. See you in the next one.